Gina from orchidandopal.com. I just want to apologize for my voice. For those who have been around for a while, you know that this isn't what I normally sound like. I am sick. I'm still dealing with a virus. Yesterday I had a fever. I just can't seem to shake this cough, and I'm straining my voice, but you guys know I'm not going to let a little sickness keep me from unboxing the February 2019 BeadCrate for you guys, because I'm a little bit stubborn like that. So anyway, I'm so excited to get into it. BeadCrate, for those of you who don't know, is a bead and jewelry making subscription. It's as low as $31 a month if you sign up as a collector that has about twice as many things in it as the enthusiast box. The enthusiast box is as low as $18 a month with no additional shipping. Of course, this is in the US, but each month they include a great selection of Czech glass beads, findings. Once in a while there'll be some gemstone items in there, just a lot of beautiful things. So as usual, I'm not here to sell you a box or anything like that. This isn't a sponsored video. I just really enjoy beads and jewelry making, like a lot of you guys do, and I like to share these different subscriptions, particularly the ones that I subscribe to that I like to recommend to others. Plus, it's just fun to, you know, see what's in the box. So let's get into it. I like to be surprised along with you guys, so I have no idea what the theme is. They always do a really great job each month coming up with a theme. So I'm going to set this aside real quick. Holy cow, I love it already. Nice and bright. And let's see what our note says. Alright, it says, "Okay, Mr. Frost, stop nipping at our noses or anything else. We are ready for some spring, or at least we can dream. Tender grass shoots poking through the earth. Sweet, delicate blossoms just starting to open. Ah, spring." So yeah, I am absolutely ready for spring. I don't know about some of you. I know some of you might like the cooler weather. And I'm not talking about summer. I'm not ready for summer. I just want some spring. Some flowers, some sunshine. It's been so rainy here. Anywho, the theme, of course, is Dreams of Spring. And again, this is the collector's edition of BeadCrate, so I do get about twice as many different things as an enthusiast would get, and there's certain things on here, if you'll note, that with the asterisks, there's certain things that are collector's exclusive, so if you did sign up for the less expensive box, you may not get exactly what I got here. And I also want to mention too, real quick, before we get into it, that if you do sign up, you know, shortly after watching the video, you wouldn't get this box, you would get the March box. Of course, you could always reach out to their customer service and ask if they happen to have an additional box. I'm sure that may not be completely out of the question, but generally you'd be getting the next month's box. Alright, so everything's nicely organized and laid out. I love it. Everything has a corresponding letter to what is in the bag. Here's our bag right here, which absolutely screams of spring. It's this beautiful spring light green that I'm so excited about. I love bright colors. They have really been knocking it out of the park as far as their themes and as far as the beads they've been sending. I'm going to dump out the contents on the side, and then we'll go through everything in order so I don't forget anything. So I have all the contents off to the side, and everything is looking gorgeous as always. I can't wait to get into it. There's a little cute customized stamp they did for the box. I just love that. And this bag was jam-packed. So we have a lot to go through. I'm going to just get right to it. Selection A, it's 10x9 crystal mint jewellet beveled ovals, Czech glass, and there's 10 beads. So that's this right here, and obviously it's labeled nicely for us. So this is selection A, and it looks like some absolutely gorgeous mint green and crystal clear beads right here. Just beautiful. So you can see that part of the beads are clear and part of them have that milky mint green inside, and they are just so pastel and beautiful. Selection B is 10mm fire polish peridot Czech glass, and there's 9 beads, and that is these right here. Just stunning spring green. Whereas it says peridot, and they are so beautiful. So everything in this box you're going to see is in just these gorgeous spring-like colors, which is so wonderful because I'm so over the cold right now, and I don't even live in a very, very cold climate, so I can't imagine how I would feel if I lived up north and was in snow-covered landscape constantly. But I am ready for these colors in nature to start making their appearance again. So these are beautiful. We get a lot of fire polish beads and some other subscriptions. It's great to have the larger size, the 10mm, to add to the collection. And then selection C is Toho 11O Ceylon celery or green grass Japanese glass, and there's 15 grams. So they do typically include a bag of seed beads in their boxes, but they're always the very high quality Japanese seed beads. They're not the cheap low quality. They're very uniform and very, very nice. This is a beautiful light green color, and I was just looking through my stash of seed beads the other day and realized that I'm really lacking in green, so it's actually really nice to get this color. I seem to be lacking in like a lot of greens and oranges and purples for some reason, so I need to take a look at that. Need to remedy that. So here you go. You can see how nice and uniform they are, and that beautiful Ceylon finish. It's almost a little bit of a pearlized, lustery finish, which is gorgeous. Alright, so we're on selection D, and that is a 14 millimeter Swarovski peridot heart. It's Austrian crystal. So once again, you guys, BeadCrate sends very high quality items. They don't send Chinese crystal. They don't send cheapy seed beads. They send a lot of Czech glass. They send Swarovski crystal, as you can see, Toho seed beads. So you really are getting what you pay for in this subscription. Look how gorgeous this heart is. It is so beautiful. I'm just going to move it around so you can see the facets, and you can see the beautiful shape right there, how it's kind of pointed on either side. This would make an absolutely gorgeous pendant of some kind, just to name one application. It's a beautiful transparent spring green. I love it. And as you can see, it's in really good shape. There's no cracks or anything else on it, especially where the holes are. Sometimes when you get the cheaper knockoff versions of Swarovski crystals, you'll notice that a lot of times they're cracked around where the holes are drilled, and you don't see that here at all. And I want to apologize once again, you guys, for my voice. I know I can't help it, but it may not be as pleasant for you to listen to me when I sound like a frog. So if you're still sticking with me, thank you so much. Alright, selection E is a 15 by 15 millimeter pearl peridot heart windows Czech glass. There's 2 beads. These are so pretty. Oh my goodness. I have to take these out so you can get a close look on them. They are so gorgeous. So they have these beautiful kind of pearlescent stripes inside that I'm loving. And they almost have kind of like a table cut type thing going on. They're like etched on the side and then more shiny on the top. Beautiful mint green and white. Those are absolutely stunning. All right, moving along, selection F is 3 millimeter fire polish light sapphire Czech glass. There's 100 beads and 2 strands. So once again, just take a look at the little asterisk, and for some things it'll say that's the collector amount. So if you are an enthusiast, for example, you might get 1 strand instead of the 2 strands. Just want to point that out so nobody's disappointed. Alright, so here it is, and this is, like it said, the light sapphire. More Czech glass fire polish, so just super sparkly, super beautiful, very light blue color. I love working with these fire polish beads. They're so great for bead weaving and even stringing, but they're so uniform and sparkly. And it's nice to have the 2 strands in case I'm doing a project where I need additional beads in the same color. Another gorgeous selection, and then we're moving on to selection G, which is 7 by 5 millimeter light sapphire cubes. There's 50 beads here. So that's G, and again, it's in this gorgeous light sapphire color, which almost has a little bit of a purpley tinge to it. It's almost got like a slightly lavender or periwinkle type look, but I love these Czech glass cubes. They just feel so nice. Once again, super uniform. They're kind of chunky. I find that they're really easy size to work with. They're not too big and not too small, so they do definitely show up in projects. Love those, of course. Selection H is 6 millimeter fire polish Jonquil 25 beads. So of course when they talk about Jonquil, it is this beautiful light lemony yellow color. So we've got some more fire polish, this time in the 6 millimeter size. So it's going to be kind of in between these green ones and these light sapphire here. Once again, nice to get another variety of size, and look how beautiful this color is. Just a very, very spring-like lemony yellow color, very transparent, very sparkly, and almost has the slightest hint of green in this yellow color as well. Next we're looking for I, and that is the 8x4 Cool Mint Green AB Flowers Czech glass. I love anything floral, you guys know that. So super excited about these. These are so pretty. I also love the AB finish, and I've gotten asked a few times by some newer beaders. I always love being able to answer some of your questions, so please don't ever be shy about asking me your questions. But AB stands for Aurora Borealis, so that is the color play finish that you're getting on this half of the beads, where on this side you can see as you shift and move in the light, there's that color play named after the northern lights. So when you see AB after the name of any bead, you can expect it to have that kind of a finish to it. So one side it's got AB, the other side it has the plain glass, which is this gorgeous kind of light teal color, and love the little pressed Czech glass flower shape as well. They make me super happy. All right, moving along to selection J. It is a 15 by 17 Quest Simple Flower Toggle USA Pewter one set. So just like I said before, sometimes they'll include a finding or two. So this is our finding this month, and it is super cute. Just a very simple kind of minimalistic little flower toggle. It's always so fun to use toggles because you can really find some fun and cute designs. It's not like a lobster clasp where, I mean, it's pretty much all you're going to get, but with toggles they can really have a lot of fun with the different shapes and styles. So that's very cute. I don't have anything like that, and it certainly goes along with this nice spring theme. Then selection K is 4mm fire polished Rosaline Czech glass, 50 beads. So Rosaline referring to this gorgeous light pink color in the Czech glass, and as you can see, it coordinates so beautifully, having this light pink along with these beautiful shades of mint and blue and green pastel. So it almost is taking on the same color of the flesh in my hand, but it is just slightly pink. It's not clear. It's just a beautiful light pink kind of blush color, and again in the 4mm fire polish size, which is always nice to add to the collection. Moving along, selection L is our 3x6 spring flower mix Faceted Rondelles. There's 60 beads in there, and that is this collection right here. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's always fun to once in a while get these little mixes in the BeadCrate bags. At least I think so, because what I like to do is a lot of times I'll separate out the colors, and so instead of just getting one whole strand of a single color of bead, you end up getting these nice little baggies of different colors. Like I could separate out this beautiful aqua blue, that beautiful green. You could definitely do that, or you could use them all together. It's up to you. I might just have a weird affinity for like separating things like that. I don't know, but I always think it's fun to get a little mixed bag in BeadCrate just like that. So anyway, like it says, these are faceted rondelles, so you can definitely see the faceted shape on them, and the rondelle shape, they're kind of a pressed oval, so they're kind of flat, more of a disc-like shape than a round shape. So you can kind of see it a little bit better on this one here that's poking out on the end. So it's flat on the sides, and then the facets are on the outside of the bead. Alright, selection M, 12 by 9 matte Sapphire AB flat ovals Czech glass, and that's these right here. These are absolutely stunning. Again, these have the AB in the name, so you'll notice that they have that Aurora Borealis type color play on them, and it is looking like it's on one side. The other side is that matte sapphire blue color, which almost has a periwinkle type look to it. These beads are absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to play with them. They're a really nice size. They're not too tiny and small. They would really make a nice statement, and the fact that they are kind of flat would also make them really nice for bracelets. It's kind of nice sometimes to use the flatter beads in bracelet designs because they're just a little bit more comfortable to wear. But that's just my opinion. Again, they just almost look like they're glowing. They're absolutely beautiful. Selection N is 9 by 8 table cut coral pink Picasso polished diamonds. There's 11 beads. I love anything Picasso, and the fact that they're also table cut, they're just stunning. So this is definitely one of my favorites in this box for sure. Just take a look at those, take those in. They are so pretty. Check out the beautiful table cut shape, the flat gorgeous rose pink color that it has on either side, and then that Picasso finish that goes around and surrounds those little diamonds. Oh, so pretty. I love these so much. They're very glossy and shiny. An absolutely stunning little handful of beads right here. And this is a collector exclusive, by the way. I don't say that after each thing I'm taking out of the box, but I will say for sure the beads that are from here to the end are definitely collector's exclusive items. Just to give you an idea of the variations in the boxes, if you were interested in signing up, that way you'd kind of have a better understanding of what what you'd get if you signed up as an enthusiast or if you signed up as a collector. Alright, so selection O is light spring multi-mix Czech glass, and there's 50 beads. So once again, we have a really cute mix, and I've already told you how I love getting a mix or two in my boxes. You can see that these are just a lot of beautiful pastel yellow and lavender and sapphire blue and pink mixed in with a little bit of the darker sapphire color, and we do have a couple different sizes here to play with. And there's also a little bit of clear as well, so another really fun mix. And then selection P is 12 by 8 table cut light opaque purple Picasso rectangles. There's 12 of those, so that's this bag, which these look gorgeous as well. There is absolutely nothing in here that I do not like. That is what I find consistently with BeadCrate. If you haven't seen my unboxings before and you're interested in possibly signing up for BeadCrate, what I would suggest is you take a look at my BeadCrate playlist. That way you can go back and you can see a year's worth of BeadCrate unboxings. That will answer your questions as to whether or not this box is right for you, whether it makes you happy and fits into your budget and all those things. I really can't answer that for you, but hopefully all my unboxings will help you to make that decision for yourself. So again, these are the light opaque purple Picasso rectangles and table cut, so you can see the beautiful Picasso finish on the sides of those beads, and then just this light lavender color on the inside that's on both sides of the bead. Both sides of the beads are the same. Another very pretty pastel to work with, and again, love the Picasso finish. They just almost look like stone instead of glass. We're getting down to our last two items. Q is the Toho 3mm Ceylon Innocent Pink Cubes. It's a 2.5-inch tube, and I don't have any of this shape at all, so I'm super excited to get these. Not just the regular, 11-0 seed beads again, but they sent us some 3mm cubes, which will be a lot of fun. I've seen these used in bead weaving as well. I have used some smaller cubes before, and that was in a video, so it's really interesting to get the slightly larger cubes. And again, they're Toho brand, so they're very uniform and good quality. Gorgeous pastel pink with that Ceylon finish, so they have just a slight kind of luster, pearlescent look to them, and I'm really excited to add these to my collection. Alright, so last but not least, selection R is 9mm Sapphire Fluted Fire Polished Czech glass beads. There's 25 of those. So here is our last strand, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The shapes of these beads, that fluted fire polish shape, I recall getting some of these in a purple color maybe a few months ago, and they are just so beautiful. The shape of them is stunning. They are a decent size for sure. They're a little bit chunky, but they're also delicate. Look at all those facets on them. Another beautiful strand. So there you go, guys. That is the February 2019 collector's edition of BeadCrate, the Dreams of Spring theme. And once again, they, to me, totally hit it out of the park. Just the thought and eye for putting all of these colors together and really taking the time to pick out all of these different special selections of beads. You can really tell that they put a lot of time and thought into it and really wanted to bring their subscribers really high quality beads, and you get a really nice quantity. So you don't just get sample sizes of things, you get full strands and enough to make quite a few different projects from the box. So again, not to sell you the box or anything, because that's not at all what I'm here to do. I just really enjoy the subscription. I hope you do too, even if it's just to watch and be inspired by some of the things you might want to look out for in the future to purchase on your own. But when I'm asked by people what bead subscriptions I recommend, BeadCrate is always amongst the very top on my list, because I've been subscribed to them for a year and I've never been disappointed. Their customer service is also fabulous, so if you have any questions, definitely feel free to reach out to them. I'm going to leave their website address down below if you happen to be interested in signing up. And once again, just thank you guys so much for putting up with my scratchy and strained voice. I was just so excited to do this unboxing still, and hopefully when I'm back next month doing the next BeadCrate, my voice will sound its clear, chipper self. So I want to thank each and every one of you for being with me as always. Please feel free to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite bead was here today, if you can even pick just one, what you'd do with the beads, or anything else you'd like to say. I can't wait to be back really soon after I've been able to play with some of these beads and share some of the things that I've made with them, hopefully. And of course, I'll be back with more beaded jewelry tutorials and more. So I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. And as always, happy beading.
If you enjoyed this video, I'd love you to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you'd like to see more of my videos, and check out the video description section to follow along on all of my social media handles, and check out my new website and blog at orchidandopal.com. Thanks for watching!